Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to make a really simple little project where we have these images and when we hover over them they grow and become a bit bigger. So it's really customizable as well. You could make this front page of a website with some links, or you could have this for different products on an e-commerce website. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it really. So let's jump into VS Code and we'll just make an index.html. So we're going to use a little bit of JavaScript, but it's only 3-4 lines, so we'll write it inside our HTML file today. I just need to. So first of all, let's call this just expanding cards, and we'll have a link. We'll make a separate style sheet. So link to our style.css. And in the body we're going to have some divs with the class of panel, so this is what our images are going to be inside, and then we'll manually put a class of active on the first one just now, but we'll add that in JavaScript when we hover over them. So I'm also going to do inline style just for the background image. So we've got background image and I'm going to pull that from Unsplash. So I've got some links here. I'm just going to paste them in, but you can go into Unsplash and grab any image you like, or any images you've already got. And we'll just copy this down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And just bear with me a second while I get the separate links in. Okay, so I just paused it and put the other links in. So let's save that and we'll open it with live server. Just takes a second to load up. Okay, and we're not seeing anything yet because we've not given these divs any size. That's all we want at the moment in our index.html. Let's jump in with our style sheet next. So, style.css, and as always, the first thing, just apply to the whole document, box size in, border box. Okay, and on the body, we don't need a font family, we've not got any text, but you can add text in the divs if you like. We'll put margin 0, display flex, align items center, and justify content center. Okay, we want these divs in the middle of the viewport. I'm going to say overflow hidden, we don't want anything to go out with whatever size we've got the browser, and height 100 viewport heights, so that'll cover the whole screen. Next thing is our container, which I think I forgot to put in. Yeah, all these panels should be inside a container, so let's just add that here. Take that tag down there and let's just indent those panels. There we go. Okay, so yeah, if we target the container next, and we want display flex and width, we're just going to have 90 viewport widths. So we don't want it to go right up to the edges, we'll have a little gap. Again, you can customize this however you like, but I'm going to go with that. The panels, just need to change a few properties on the background. So background size, we'll say auto and 100%. So it's going to stretch them so that the height is covering 100%. Sorry, the width 100% and the height auto. Position center, background repeat, we don't want them to be repeating, so no repeat on there. Oops. height, we'll give it 80 viewport heights, and border radius, we'll just give it a little bit of a curve on these images, so let's say 50 pixels, and color, well, we don't need color actually, again that would be if you're adding some text in. Cursor, let's just have it a pointer when we hover over, and this is where we're going to give a flex value of 0.5. So flex just tells us what ratio we want the things in our flex item to be taken up. So the panels are each going to take up 0.5. So they're all the same at the moment, and then we'll change that for the active class. Margin, let's give it a margin of 10 pixels. Position, don't need that. Transition, when we hover over it, we just want a position on that flex so that it doesn't all of a sudden become bigger. Okay, and our next thing we're going to target is the active class. So we've manually put an active class on the first thing at the moment. So when we say flex 5, why has that not worked? Have we put a class of active? We have panel active flex 5. Oh, we've put active on all of them. Oops, that's because I copied it down. So just to show you, we just want active on the first one at the moment. And there we go. So this is 10 times the width of these if this is 5 and these are 0.5. Okay, I'm going to just add a couple of media queries for a smaller screen, because on a smaller screen we probably don't want all 5 images. So we'll say max width 480 pixels, so smaller phones, and the container, we'll change that so the width is 100 viewport widths, so it does take up the whole screen this time. Should still be some padding, and we'll say panel, and then we can use the pseudo selector env of type, so the env panel, and we're going to select the 4th, copy that down, and also the 5th. So we're just going to drop off the last 2 images by putting display none. Okay, and let's check that's worked just by going just by going Control Shift I. Oops. And there we go, we've only got 3 images there. Okay, next thing is just to add our JavaScript, almost finished. So let's jump into the HTML file. You can do this in a separate file as well if you like, but I'm just going to open up some script tags and say bring in the panels using document.query selector all, because we've got multiple panels and with the class of panel. And then we're going to loop through these with panels.for each, and we'll add an event listener on each. So the panel, and we'll throw it into an arrow function, and then panel.add event listener. And mouse enter is the event listener we're looking for. And when that happens, we're just going to add an active class. So panel.classlist.add, and we want to add active. Okay, we'll copy this down because the next thing's quite similar as well. When our mouse leaves the panel, we want to remove active. So I'll show you what it would do without this at the moment. If we save that, when we enter, something's not working. Let's have a quick look in the inspector console. Let's try and add the next bit of JavaScript and see if that sorts it for us. So the next part is almost the same as this, so we'll copy it down, and we want, oh, that's why it's not worked. I misspelled mouse. So mouse enter and mouse leave, and then when the mouse leaves the box we want to remove active. Okay, and there we go. You can see that's working now. Hope you enjoyed this video and managed to put it together. Let me know how you get on down in the comments, and if you want to see anything else, let me know. If you found it useful, subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and please give a like. Thank you.